Hey, it's Jonathan Gabel here. Here's an interesting topic of conversation in the credit card world. Money, right? Pretty common, right? We process credit cards and we give you money. Works out pretty good. It's kind of the foundation of most business these days is cash flow. But what happens when you run out of money? Or your business is slow, or you're super seasonal like we are down in my immediate area, which is Southwest Florida, where we go gangbusters from January to March or April, and then Easter hits, and then everyone just takes off. It's like they got on a plane and left. It's crazy. Businesses generally have a difficult time, some businesses have a difficult time managing that cash flow to keep it stable throughout the course of the year. So one of these products that kind of came down the pike about 5 or 7 years ago is this Merchant Cash Advance, or MCA for short. And it's basically like a no collateral type of loan, but it's not a loan. You're not allowed to call it a loan for legal reasons, but technically they're giving you money, so it's kind of like a loan, but it's not a loan for legal purposes. So what happens is you're basically purchasing future receivables, is with a technical term. So if I process $100,000 a month in my restaurant every month, or on average, I can get from these Merchant Cash Advance programs or companies generally about 110% of that deposited right into my bank account, right? So, which sounds pretty good. So if you have I don't know, for whatever reason, you have an oven go out, you have a freezer go out, something happens where you need cash super fast, it rocks. It's super cool. If you need to expand, you want to open up another location, you need some cash down. These are all things that you could do with this money, because it's your money, you can do whatever you want with it. You gotta be smart about it, because it ain't cheap. It is not cheap. Generally what happens is it's a cash advance. So you're purchasing a future receivable. If I were to give you $100,000 today of your future income, would you pay X for it? And that's the logic, which sounds kind of funky, and a lot of these guys that are selling this thing a ton, that's the way they sell it. Sounds confusing? It is confusing. What it boils down to is you're gonna pay about anywhere from 1.2 to 1.6%. So if you're going to get $100,000, you technically could pay $150,000 back. And the time frame is generally about 6 months. So if you do the math on that, and you could relate it to a loan and an interest, I mean, it's astronomical. So this tool used properly can be beneficial. But you want to be super careful if you're going down this route. There are other options out there that are probably more conventional from your local bank, stuff like that. Since this industry got really popular and people started realizing how there's a fine line in the sand if it's going to just send you down off the cliff or it's going to help you out, you really need to use it smart. One of the products that came out recently is American Express does a cash advance or a merchant funding program where it's generally anywhere from about 6% to 10% actual interest. So if you take $100,000 out over the course of the year, you're going to pay about 8% on that. It's an awesome product. We love it. For businesses that are looking for funds that we're able to provide them, that's our first attempt is to go that route. And if they can't get approved on that aspect because of time of business, which has to be 2 years, we have other options as well, but a little more costly. But we try to give it to you in such a way that we're giving you the information you need to do it wisely, do it smartly, make sure you're not setting yourself up for failure down the road. But cash advance, merchant funding, it's a tricky slope. We're here to help if you need some money. We'll try to give you some best practice, let you know, give you a checklist, say, what am I using this money for? Is it a freezer or is it a midlife crisis Porsche? Because if it's a midlife crisis Porsche, I don't recommend it. But it's up to you. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm going to say, don't buy a Porsche. Go buy another location. Go buy a refrigerator. I don't know. Do whatever you need for your restaurant or your business. It doesn't have to be just a restaurant. It could be any business at all if you're accepting credit cards. But let us know. Love to help you out. Get you some money. Fix some stuff. Build some stuff. Grow some stuff. And that's it. See ya.